In 12 Investigates, court chaos averted. The clerk of Superior Court in Forsyth County, Denise Hines, says her office will provide jury administration until another solution is found.
Getting to that resolution with judicial officials is not working in her favor, though. Our Devontae McKenneth joins us now with his latest 12 Investigates report from downtown Winston-Salem.
It was a big summons for jury duty on Monday, and a lot of people who were called in were nervous there would be no one there at the courthouse to assist them. Denise Hines says she understands that concern.
Citizens of Forsyth County who show up to do their civic duty have nothing to do with the issues that are currently existing between judicial leadership.
And that is the reason why the clerk of Superior Court agreed to handle jury administration duties on Monday. Hines says last month she gave 2 notices to 2 judges, alerting them that her office would no longer handle jury admin after Friday, October 4th. Tuesday, October 8th gets here, and 100 jurors were left with no one to help them. Hines says she didn't think that was going to happen after sending in her notices.
So I was unaware that no one would be there that Tuesday.
But on this Monday, she was aware. Entry lines filled fast at 8 a.m. as 464 summoned jurors made their way through metal detectors up to the jury assembly room. That's where they saw a jury clerk ready to assist.
My office was not going to allow citizens to come into the courthouse and not receive assistance.
It was a welcome sight for the 400 plus, including Darrell Manning, who spoke to Hines herself.
I was a little apprehensive about it, I will say, but coming in this morning, the clerk of court came and explained everything. She answered any questions, so she made us feel a lot more comfortable about it.
That one-on-one talk is what Hines wants with Judges Todd Burke and Victoria Romer.
I'm available for a conversation, and I've received nothing from those 2 individuals.
Because problems are still present despite the administrative order the 2 judges issued against Hines's office.
Times are changing, and we're not having the conversations that allow the courts to change with the changing times.
Hines says a lot of modification could be the root of how we got here. Some of that change included moving into a new courthouse building. The biggest game changer? Technology.
And that will only multiply in the next coming months as Forsyth County gets ready for e-courts, our transition to e-courts. The current way and the current responsibilities that are on the Forsyth County Clerk's office will make it very difficult for me to meet my statutory responsibilities and not have a staff that's ready to quit because they're tired.
Hines says this isn't over quite yet. WXI 12 Investigates did reach out to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of North Carolina, that being Paul Newby, and also the North Carolina Administrative Offices of Courts there in Raleigh. Both offices have yet to respond. In downtown Winston-Salem, I'm Devontae McKenneth, WXII 12 News.